Rising, beautiful people! Are you thriving? Are you surviving? What's happening your side of the world? Welcome to Awakening with Professor Ez's podcast. In this podcast, we will start to dive in much deeper into the strategies, the energy tools, and practical solutions with a fun, dynamic energy. And I am Professor S, aka Sodia. I am a healer, mentor, coach, awakening facilitator, and also a Reiki practitioner. Okay, beautiful people, let's get on with today's episode. Rising, beautiful people. Yes, this is your boy Professor S and
the Soda Ladder.
Alright, bro, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about mastering the numbers game.
Okay, so as we talk about mastering the number game, I noticed that you're more of a business attire today. What's going on?
I mean, I felt more businessy today, isn't it?
Oh, all right. So let's dive into the topic and not wait for the audience to. I don't know how much they love our chatter, but I really want to get into mastering our numbers.
Yes.
So when you think about mastering numbers and we're in business attire today, what are we really thinking here? What's really happening?
It's the concept that when you're doing anything business related, or maybe even starting a business, you're overlooking certain key numbers that you should be paying attention to.
Okay.
And this could mean maybe the number of the day that you're starting your business or making business deals, or even just holding like meetings or anything. The numerology behind it matters, and it will, if you don't understand how it works, it will affect your business decisions without you even knowing.
All right, so I've got a question to you. For those who watch it and not believe in numerology, what would you say to them?
I mean, if you don't believe in it, I mean, naturally people are always going to be skeptic, but
True.
If you don't believe in it, I would just say maybe just go through your day, go about your business, and then note down what happened and what didn't happen. Like, say you wanted to do a meeting.
Yeah.
But within the meeting, on the day you scheduled it,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was some miscommunication, or your ideas weren't heard, you were shot down, people were late, all sorts of things. Write those down and then go back and see the day you held the meeting and what the number is of the date added up. Okay. And then notice the traits and see if there are similarities. Okay.
So when I think about numerology and business, they go hand in hand. And a number, especially those, if you're really into business and you're really thinking about, all right, I really want to make wealth, money, there's also a mindset. You know what? So what do you think the lucky number is?
I mean, what I think it is, or generally people think it is?
We'll go with you first, and then we'll go with general what people think it is.
I mean, personally, based on what I've had as my lucky number, it's not really no rhyme or reason to it.
Okay.
But for me, I don't know, I say it's 11 or 15.
Okay.
One of them.
All right, personally.
Both of them, sorry, not one of them.
All right, both of them. All right. Now, based on societal and times, what do you think is being pushed as a lucky number?
Lucky number has been pushed as 7.
Okay. Which is 7, it's not a lucky number. It's pushed out because 7, even though it's 7 marks the intelligence, it's all about harmony. Those who have 7 in their birthdays and person or the days, they're not as lucky. There's more in depth there. I'm just giving you a little basic. The luckiest number is 8. If you want money, ladies and gentlemen, 8 is your number. It's a money day. Any business you have, you want to run sales, you want to pitch ideas and buy into new clients coming into you, you want to do it on an 8 day.
Yeah.
8 is right. And if you think of 8 and you change it sideways, what does it look like?
Infinity.
Exactly. Because we live on a third dimensional. We live on the third dimension, which is the god of the material plane is money.
Yeah.
So once we know how to live within those means, we learn how to work on the vibrations of each days.
Yeah. It's still kind of maybe complex to implement, isn't it?
Yes and no, but then you just literally simplify it. If you know today is the 8th, for instance,
Yeah.
you'd be thinking, all right, what money generating activities am I doing for it?
Mm.
You got to think about the money generating activities, whether it's picking up a phone call, connecting with new business partners, pitching your business, actually running your business, anything to do with your business related.
Mm.
And for me, I literally picked it up because when I knew I got into a business, I was looking for a day when I signed up. And I picked the 8th day because I know I'm looking to attract
Money.
an income and money,
Yeah.
vibration, because I'm saying to myself, I deserve this.
Mm.
If I said to you right now, when you connect with the consciousness of people's money consciousness, what do you feel right now?
I mean, when it comes to a majority with their money consciousness, they operate from a space of lack.
Okay, and where do you think that comes from?
I mean, it could come from a number of things, doesn't it? It could come from programming, karma,
Okay.
unluck. What's
Oh,
the
true.
yeah. What's the word you use instead of unluck? That's not a word, isn't it?
Well, unlucky.
Unlucky. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Missed a letter at the end there.
Yeah, but that's fine. But here's the thing now. So when I'm connecting with mastering your numbers, the numbers we're going to really be covering is 1111, 8, and 28. Those are the 3 numbers I really want to focus on in terms of using numerology in business. And I'll give you an example, and I use myself as an example now. So, for instance, I recently signed up to a business which is to do with creating houses.
Yeah.
And before I signed up, I made sure I found out certain details about the person, what type of number they are, when they were, and then that gave me the inkling of, should I sign with the business? Should I join it? Then on the business side, when it founded, it was an 11 number.
So it was founded on an 11th day.
On the 11th day. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking, 11 is, have you noticed when you see a clock, it says 11:11?
Yeah.
So 11:11 is really your angel saying, make a wish on it. So it's number 11, it's a athlete number, it's also emotional energy. So with certain businesses that's on a 11:11 or any 11 days, it's really, really creating that emotional impact on a business.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, yeah.
So when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it's on an 11 day. And then the person who owns it, his numbers add up to 28.
So that gives you a sense of like, all right, he's good at wealth generating.
He's good at wealth generating. So I'm looking to back a horse. So I'm going to go horse in this because I raced him. A horse, knowing that he knows how to make money.
Yeah.
And because he started the business on in an evolving mindset, it's a winner. It's literally a winner. And the numbers aren't lie. And I've actually had the conversation with the CEO, and I added value as soon as I spoke to him. That he ended up telling me his evolving story of why he built this business and why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
For a CEO to tell me the whole full life story.
Yeah. And
when you first meet.
Yeah. I think you heard that he's not the type to tell his story.
No. He's very quiet and humble, and he doesn't go into it so much. But because there's an emotional connection, he felt
open enough to share.
He felt open, exactly. So when I was sitting with the CEO, it got me thinking about, all right, how do I leave a lasting impression? And ladies and gentlemen, have you ever got to a place where you're late to somewhere? What's the first thing you do when you're late?
You apologize for being late.
Okay, and what does apology mean?
It's an admission of guilt, isn't it?
Yes, you're right on the lines. So instead of open to being guilt, you change the perspective. The line is, thank you for being patient with me.
So you turn the guilt to gratitude.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you go from one G to another G, you become top G. It's true. Yeah. When you go from guilt to gratitude, that's where and that was last week's episode.
Yes, it was.
The art of gratitude.
I remember that.
Oh, well done. Well done. And as we're going into gratitude, when you're not apologizing for being late because it's all divine timing.
Yeah. I guess you're just apologizing because maybe it was an agreed upon time, you made someone wait, you felt bad, maybe you were delayed.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. It's if you change the guilt into gratitude, it's better for both.
True.
parties.
But that's the whole point. When you feel okay in who you are, you'll never feel guilty in your life. Because that guilt is a low vibration.
Yeah.
On the scale of unconsciousness now,
Guilt is
what frequency is guilt?
I would say lower third, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on a lower third. But when you're coming from a space of gratitude, you're nearer to the 500. Because 200 is where you want to be. So the scale of unconsciousness, if anyone doesn't know, it's a consciousness, emotional with the vibration. If anyone wants to really look in deep into it, go to David Hawkins. He's got the scale of consciousness. You can literally just go on internet and find it, and you can see where guilt is. Guilt is literally, so it's fear, guilt, shame, apathy. Don't quote me on it. That's based on what I think on top of my head. Guilt is like the lower third of life. That's why most people in business go through that same cycle, is because they don't come out of that 0 to 200.
Yeah. Well, what can they do to come out of it, though?
So
I guess it's part of it is changing your language, isn't it?
Yeah, the language. Ladies and gentlemen, your self-talk is such a key component.
Yeah.
Like, also, ladies and gentlemen, your self-image in growing in your numbers of who you are is just as important of your internal growth. What do I mean by that is how you're presenting yourself right now, how you see me and Sook really presenting in a shirt right now, is because we're really going into the numbers, and even piece of clothing has a vibration to it.
Yeah.
What am I operating at? So what color would you say this is?
It's purple.
Okay, purple, lilac.
I mean,
so is that in that purple range? It's like that Barney range.
I'm happy to know that one of your two shirts, I've guessed purple is actually right.
Yeah, because the other one you're not seeing the actual color of what it is, but all right, that's here or there. So this is purple. What chakra line does the purple represent?
Purple is crown, right? The third eye is like
It's
they're both quite purple.
They're quite purple. So your third eye is lilac and your crown's white.
Crown's white. I thought it was purple.
It's your third eye.
Okay. All right.
So when I'm wearing that, I'm really activating my third eye in the business of my impact and the vision.
Yeah.
And then when I invoke the number 8 and 28, I'm looking to create the consciousness of money with the wealth. What does wealth mean? Having resources. Wealth is not just about all the money in the bank. It's having the right people in the right places in your business, so that it doesn't collapse. It doesn't go pear-shaped.
Pear-shaped. Nice.
Yeah. It's true. You don't want to go pear-shaped. You don't want do you find when you think about the college ascension,
yeah,
and you think about the numbers,
yeah,
in our team, what numbers do we have?
You're a 9.
I'm a 9.
I'm a 7. I don't know about the community manager.
Okay. So
you know what's the number? You don't know, do you either?
No, I don't know. But based on me and you,
yeah,
9 and a 7, they're both odd numbers.
Yeah.
But in terms of the numbers, 7 represents intelligence, 9 represents completion and adaptation.
Yeah.
So I having to adapt as a businessman every single time. Your job is to harmonize the business in the adaptation. But how often do you have to adapt?
Oh, I have to adapt all the time.
And how does it make you feel when you're not in harmony with it?
I mean, I don't mind adapting.
Yeah.
But I adapt literally for every situation. Like even with the podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to do a podcast before I started.
Yeah.
I do one. So a situation comes, I adapt. And part of that, I don't know, I enjoy adapting.
Okay. All right. So now coming back to the numerology in business.
Yeah.
I would urge anyone to start using, even your bank account. Ladies and gentlemen, even if you go on your bank account and rename to 28, 8, or put 8s in it, or 888, you're really asking the frequency of money to come to your account. You're working the numbers in your favor.
Yeah.
That's why we're really talking about the mastering your numbers. Is once you understand what the 8 frequency is about and you're being okay with your money, what happens is it will start to come. Don't get me wrong, you can put the numbers in, but if you don't build the mindset that goes with wealth creation, then it's not going to come as easily. And that's where you have to work from guilt to gratitude.
Yeah. It's a process.
It is a process.
It takes time, but...
And I've been in different businesses. I've won some, I've lost some, I've gone through that turmoil. But it makes you a stronger entrepreneur once you overcome it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know how to fail in your business and come back from it, then it's harder for you to teach because everyone goes through setbacks.
Yeah, it's true. But it's how you recover from your setbacks, isn't it?
Yeah. How you recover from setbacks will naturally define, all right, I'm in the right space, I'm heading in the right direction, and the right people will come.
Yeah. I guess it's just it all boils down to your language and your internal belief system, doesn't it?
100%.
Language.
100%.
What I've been learning is that language is everything.
Language is key. Even your language has vibrations, numbers in it.
Yeah.
So if you think about numerology in your name and all that.
Mm.
So, for instance, when I do my full name, it comes up with the number 8.
Yeah.
So 8 is all about the consciousness of money, power, and I'm going to give you a bonus of power, money, and karma.
That's what 8 is.
Yeah, that's what 8 is. And when I say karma, it's more about the consciousness of your karma, what you do with your money.
Yeah.
It's just important. Because if money was your friend, how would you treat it?
Yeah. I've heard that before. And if money, like a lot of people when they operate from a space of lack, they kind of curse out money. They curse out the situation. There's always a lot of negativity involved.
Exactly.
But if money was your friend,
yeah,
and you were saying all that stuff to your friend, you think a friend would want to spend more time with you?
Of course not. Why would money want to hang out with someone with that low vibration?
Yeah.
And it's like, if I have to, your body does this bit. If just imagine I was money and you're the lower vibration for this, and then we'll clear constantly afterwards. I'm very mindful. All right, so let's act this out so the audience knows. Imagine I'm money. All right, so give me a limiting belief someone would have about money.
Money doesn't come to me. It goes to all the people who doesn't know how to use it properly. Let's go with that one.
Okay, so we're gonna do a role play now.
Okay.
I'm money, and you're that vibration.
All right.
How's it going, Sukhdev? How are we doing? What's happening in your life of money?
Well, it's not going well. You choose to hang out with people who don't deserve you, but never come to me.
All right, look, the reason why I go to other people because they know my worth. They know I'll go to people who understand what my worth is.
Yeah, but I need you.
Well, having a need, and you're coming from a space of chasing me, I want you to attract me where your energy is. I want to hang out with you. I want to know if you can spend money with ease, have a bit of gratitude, have a bit of happiness in how you spend, and save and monetize for yourself.
Yeah, but let's see. If all the ways you come to me and it just goes as easily, how can I treat you with respect when you're barely even there? You haven't given me a chance to prove my friendship to you.
My friendship is more to do with you respecting what I'm all about.
Yeah, but
my job on the 3rd dimensional right now is to go to those people who need it, and how long they stay with me is based on the person's energy, on how they utilize me as a currency.
Yeah, you said you go to people who need you, but you don't come to me in the amount that I need you.
Yeah, because you have to work on your frequency of those high amounts. I do come to you. How much I come to you is more about your self-dialogue.
Yeah, but the way you come to me is like, it's like bumping into a friend on a street where you just say hello, hello, and you're gone. Like you'll come and you'll go just as easily.
How does it make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel like, how am I supposed to respect you when you don't stick around long enough for me to show you respect?
So I'll come when I get the respect and you feel in your heart that money is just another person and not a piece of paper just flinging around, then I'm more likely to stay with you a bit more.
True, but then how do I have a chance to prove that if you
Well,
you go just as easily as you come?
Well, you've just got to learn to let go of the attachment of money and just know that we're in this period together, whatever. And this is where the gratitude comes in your attitude towards financial wealth, financial freedom.
I get what you're saying. It makes sense. But then how do you have... I forgot what you just said. Can you repeat that?
This is why when people are looking for financial freedom, is because they harness what money really means to them. I only go to those who value what the currency is all about. And they have a strong belief system in the money vibration. Hence why I go to those souls.
True, but it's harder to let go of the attachment when you are needed for a person to survive.
True.
And it's harder to respect money when every penny that comes is used on survival.
Okay, so that being said, it's all about a mindset of money and how you spend your time with it, how you save it, how do you invest in it. It's also
but if you don't have enough to play with, you can't.
You always can have enough to play with. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. When you have a money system, when you have 5 accounts, like you've been told before, and you utilize it, doesn't matter how much it is.
Don't say that to me. I've got 5 accounts. I'm just role playing it.
Well, what I'm saying is, to anyone that's really listening, it's all about how you manage your money and your emotions with money.
True, but sometimes some people they feel they have no choice but to operate from a space of lack based on how little they get.
Of course, and because of that, that's why they have low vibration. And the way you work on finding that frequencies is knowing your numbers, knowing what money means. And also, you got to think about your money program based on your parents. Because if you think about it now, money comes from where?
From the Central Reserve.
Yes, but then think about it. The first person that you've learned money from is your mom and dad.
Yeah.
So they're the gods. They're your gods. Because they brought you up. And based on their vibration and what they think money is, you'll be indoctrinated into that. So that natural vibration is knowing how to work through that, start healing it, and understand that your wealth creation is based on your parents' mindset on money until you learn how to uncover that.
No, yeah, I agree with that.
So, and that's what I mean. Money is ever evolving. Because money, think about it now. What was money before it became cash? What was it before?
It was probably a bunch of coins, isn't it? Yeah, they have like different variations of coins like copper, silver.
Yeah,
gold.
and what was it before that?
It was it's pretty much just a bartering system.
Exactly. So money it's just, there was no such thing as money before. It was a bartering system. You had rice, I had peas, we had rice and peas. Exchange for services. Then it evolved into gold. And then from gold was behind the banking and it backed by the dollar.
Yeah.
And then in 1971, the gold was taken off the standard. Now people print money like it's monopoly.
Yeah.
And on top of it, now we have digital currencies.
Yeah.
But can you see where the world is really going?
It's going towards paperless.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who found that really informative in terms of the numbers, in terms of knowing your 1111, 28, and 8, and the 888. If you really want to know further information about numerology, please message us and the team. We do go in deeper. This is a natural podcast where we just talk about it, and we really wanted to shine some light of how you can use the number 8 in your business and really attract your clients and also make the numbers work for you. All right, this is Professor signing off and
the Soul Designer.
And we shall catch you on the next episode. Come on, son! Thank you for joining myself and Sukhdev on the podcast. It's been absolutely our pleasure to really serve your souls and really give you the insights of how you can cultivate more fun, dynamic energy and receive things with ease and grace. Also, please leave a review down below on Trustpilot of how you felt with it, and your words of wisdom will help another soul with creating more love and wisdom. And also, if you're looking to gain more clarity, blast through your limiting beliefs, book a session with myself where we dive in much deeper in terms of the energy tools, the mindset and the strategies to really live your best life and really cultivate who you truly meant to become. This is Professor signing off. Keep rising your greatness, keep aligning your highest, and let's go smash it. Come on, son!